Hi fam, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Mngomezulu-Marlow, aka Mrs. Unapologetically Becoming, and I'm back with yet another video. To my returning subscribers, thank you much family. You guys are truly appreciated. If you're new here though and you're thinking of joining the family, please do not hesitate to hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you can get a notification every time I drop a video. As you can tell by the title of the video, this is a digital love letter to all my varsity hands and gents, because I'll be sharing 5 tips that you can apply if you want to pass your degree or rather graduate with flying colors, or just graduate, but the aim is to graduate with flying colors, right? Right. Without further ado, you guys sit back and I get into it. Let's go. Okay, I have my notebook here. So if I'm looking down, I'm just looking down on the pointers that I wrote down. But these 5 tips are what everyone tells us to do, right? But what I am going to tell you is why everyone is telling you this, right? So the first point or the first tip is attend your classes. Um, it's very important that you attend your classes. Try to attend at least 90% of your classes. Um, because you get a feel of your lecture. You get a lecturer. You get a feel of what your lecturer expects from you when you're answering your assignments and when you're answering your exams, because they will tell you exactly what it is that they expect from you. Lecturers are actually very people that are open in terms of what they want from you and how they want you to apply yourself when it comes to exams and your assignments. So that's where you will get a feel of what they want or what they expect from you, right? And the second reason is because when you have assignments, you have 1 or 2 questions that you don't really understand. So when you're in your class, when you attend the classes, you get to get those questions answered, right? It might not be you asking the question. Someone's perspective might open up your eyes as well. So go to classes. That's where you're gonna get tips about how to tackle your assignments as well. And then number 3, the third point is because you do tasks during classes. Sometimes it's expected, sometimes it's unexpected. So that 5% that will count towards the participation mark, which will later count towards your module mark, will help you a lot. So, like I said, you get a feel of your lecture. Number 2, you get tips on how to answer your assignments. Number 3, you get what's this? You get to do tasks that will count towards your module mark. Tip number 2, prepare for class. There's some lecturers who emphasize this point and there's some who don't, but do it anyway. Prepare for class. I know we get semester plans where they give you the layout of how the semester is going to be carried out. So you know beforehand what class you are going to, or rather what topic you're going to discuss on a particular day. So take that time. Even if you don't get a semester plan, I know that some lecturers tell you during this class what you're going to discuss in the next class, right? So prepare for class. The reason why it's important to prepare for class is because you'll have questions and you'll get clarity in class about those questions. 1, 2, like I said in my first tip, lecturers like giving us tasks. Sometimes, like I said, it's expected, sometimes it's unexpected. So if you prepared for class, you get to do well and you get to have that small portion that contributes towards your module mark. So, like I said, prepare for class. Tip number 3, use your free time in between your classes wisely. I know you'd rather go to CAF or NW students, you'd rather go to the river, but if you can, rather go to the library or go to your room and go use this time to prepare for your next class, right? Or use this time to study for your tests, or use this time to go through your assignment. Guys, there is a reason why our lecturers give us a specific time frame to do your assignment. This assignment, they're considering everything else that you're doing and the fact that this assignment wants you to actually put in time into it. So use this time to just read through your assignment and to get to see what it is that is expected from you. And also to start, just start your assignment. Start your assignment, or like I said, use the time to prepare for class or use this time to study. Um, and other times, yeah, it's very important to just go to your room and take a quick nap, but not a long one, because if you take a long one, then you might just miss that class, right? So, yeah, I don't advise naps, especially if the time between the classes is like short. Rather don't, because when you wake up there, you might just be like, honey, I'm not done sleeping, and you might go back to sleep. So, if the time is not long enough, rather don't take a nap. Rather go, start an assignment or go prepare for the next class or go study, right? So use the time in between your classes wisely and to your benefit, to your academic benefit, not just your benefit. Because when I say your benefit, you might just end up at care. Tip number 4, make a priority list. I discovered this whole priority list when I was in my last year of my undergrad. And sometimes I just want to punch myself in the face for that. But anyway, it's fine. It helped me anyway. So what you do is you have 3 headings, right? You have the name of the module, you have the type of assessment, which is either an assignment or a test, and then you have the last column should be due date, right? So you list your assessments based on your due date, right? Guys, I know it feels so amazing to take something off. And when you take something off a list, you are so encouraged to go do the next one. And next thing you know, you have done 5 things on the list. So do a priority list based on the due date, and when you take those things off, you're going to feel so good about yourself and you're going to want to take off more. And don't just do it to take it off. Do it and do it thoroughly and do it to the best of your ability. So yeah, I call it a priority list. So I used to take the assessments that I need to do based like a month range. So I'd use like a month and see in that month what is due and when. And I would write it based on the due date, and then I would just take it off, and it felt so amazing. So make yourself a priority list and work through that list and work through it thoroughly. Tip number 5, the last one, give your difficult modules priority, or give them special attention rather. um Guys, we all have strengths and weaknesses. What is difficult for me might not be difficult for you. What is difficult for you might not be difficult for me, right? And that's the beauty of life. So there's that one module that when you walk into the classroom, you just feel like, why do I need to do this module? You end up asking yourself questions like that. Is this module necessary? Do you get what I'm saying? So those type of modules, give them special attention, right? It could be through another student, a fellow student, and ask them, like I said, we have strengths and weaknesses. That student that is excelling in that module, you can ask them, how do you do it? Can you further elaborate some topics, or do you get what I'm saying? Or you can ask your lecturer. Guys, our lecturers always open up their offices to us. They really genuinely do. I know at NW they have like a timetable that they put outside their offices, and you can see when they're free, and they tell you, you are welcome to come to my office during my free time and ask me questions. Our lecturers open up their doors to us. So use that opportunity. When resources are presented to you, use them to the best of your ability or their ability. But anyway, use the resources. Use the resources that are presented to you, right? The third one, I know there used to be classes that were held by senior students who are doing the same course. So attend those classes. You might learn a lot, or you are going to learn a lot in those classes, or get, like I said, a different perspective, or rather, you know, get more understanding on that topic of that module, or that module as a whole. So give your difficult modules special attention. That is it from me, my ladies and my gents. If you apply these tips to the best of your ability, I promise you, you are gonna, ooh, gonna, you are going to um, pass your degree with flying colors. I promise you. But if you just apply them, you're still gonna pass. Just apply these tips and enjoy this beautiful journey. Take care of yourself. Invest in yourself. Pour into yourself. Um, do things that make you happy, but also balance it out. Make sure that you are using the time that you have wisely. And like I said, enjoy this beautiful journey that you are so privileged to embark on. Until next time, stay blessed. Mwah!